Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. In this segment, happy to be talking to our friends at the March of Dimes and the great work that they're doing. Their upcoming March of Dimes Foundation has its annual Signature Chef's Gala coming up on Friday, November 4th at 6:30 p.m. at the New Orleans Marriott. It's going to be a phenomenal event honoring Miss Charlotte Burnell and the great stuff that she has done. Happy in this segment to be joined by two individuals very passionate about the March of Dimes. First, I'm happy to be joined by Miss Marla Donovan, who is the Gala co-chairperson for the March of Dimes, and Chef Mark Quitney, who is the executive chef at the New Orleans Marriott and the event chef chairman for this year's March of Dimes Signature Chef's Gala. Thank you both for coming by here today.
Thank you for having us.
How did you first, I'll ask you, Marla, first off, how did you get involved with the March of Dimes?
Well, I am a volunteer for about 27, 28 years.
For March of Dimes?
For the March of Dimes,
Wonderful.
yes. And then this is my third time as a chairperson for the event. And the March of Dimes is very special to me, even though I don't have children with any diseases or any grandchildren. But
yeah,
I
was
think
going to say, to give us a little of an understanding of the mission, if you will,
well,
and the goals of the March of Dimes.
The mission of the March of Dimes is to prevent birth defects.
Yes.
And that is what we continue to do. In the beginning was different, was for polio, and have changed through the years because of the need to prevent birth defects. And Louisiana is one of the states with the highest birth defects and premature birth.
As well as infant mortality, too.
Yes. And so I feel like anything that we do for the March of Dimes is well, it will be, everybody will appreciate it because it will affect people somehow.
Sure.
And so that is why I'm here, and that is why I love the March of Dimes.
20 some odd years,
and
fantastic.
Yep.
And you proudly wear your band.
So 5 for preemies.
Oh,
yep.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
And we were talking earlier about being dads as well. We know the impact, and the importance and the dearness of preciousness of our own children. And so, March of Dimes and its mission really hits home because, when you think about the research and their community outreach and the services that they do, education, advocacy, et cetera, all in the name of nameless, if you will, babies, and to help save them, I think is such a noble effort and so needed in our community, and for many years, since 1938, have been doing such great work. How did you get involved?
I've got twins that'll be 24 at the end of this month, as a matter of fact, and they were born premature.
And
so it's a huge blessing, and they're very near and dear to my heart, and truly got involved with the March of Dimes back when I was a chef at the Grand Hotel over in Point Clear years ago over in Mobile. And then I've been here in New Orleans for the last 4.5 years and extremely involved the last 4 years with this organization here. And it's a great event. I mean, it's going to be a wonderful event on the 4th.
Go ahead.
And I got to tell you, Chef Mark, this is the second year he's the chairperson, chef chairperson of the event. So we really.
And why was it? Because he did such a great job the first time, or
no.
maybe? How did he do?
He did such a beautiful job.
Yes,
and the Marriott
that's what I
Hotel has
heard.
always been very generous to us and very accommodating. And I personally believe that it was the best one last year, and this year should be the best too.
Now, and to that, Chef Mark, I mean, she's setting the bar pretty high here, my friend. So, what you gonna do?
We've got some great chefs this year.
Tell me, let's take your time.
You can go through the list here, but
the lineup is just absolutely fantastic.
There's a great lineup this year. Chef Andrea, Chef Vincent, Chef Drew, Chef Michael Farrell, Chef Flynn, Chef Justin, Chef Chad from the Two Sisters, Chef Slade, Chef Subra. I mean, they're just in Chef Young, Chef Chan. We've got a great group of chefs this year lined up. And there's going to be a lot of fun foods to taste and enjoy on Friday night.
And to your point, we've got from Andrea's to Vincent's to the grill room at the Windsor Court, Le Meritage at the Maison Dupree, GW Finn's, Parkway Bakery and Tavern, Court of Two Sisters, Mila, which I was at a couple of weeks ago, awesome. The amazing Ritz-Carlton, New Orleans, JW Marriott, the Royal House, Bamboo Asian Grill and Sushi, as well as your own 555 at the New Orleans Marriott.
Do you know what's quite unique was last year we invited Justin to come from Parkway Bakery.
Right.
And the biggest line last year
for the bakery.
Was for Parkway Bakery. I'm like, I looked over at Justin, he was at the table next to me. I said, Justin, look at the line here. Everybody's hanging out for this roast beef po'. Everybody lined up for it. It was amazing. So I know he's really excited to come back this year again and play.
To that point though, Mark, Chef, what are they actually, what would one expect when they come to the event?
For us, a little of everything. I mean, you truly have have chefs that, you know, from racks of lamb. We're going to do turtle soup. I know Justin's going to have a different po' boy out. I'm curious to see what Chef Slade does from meal. Is he going to do the deconstructed oyster? I mean, there's just really unique. Exactly.
That's great.
But there's great. Every chef really wants to come out and do something very unique and different.
Sure.
And we're excited. We got a great lineup
And
this year.
what are you looking to do?
We're going to do turtle. I want to do turtle soup.
So it's
I
turtle
really
soup,
want to
yeah.
do turtle soup this year.
Now,
Some with alligator, but I want to do turtle soup.
Can you really mess
too.
up turtle soup? I mean, because
Sure
I mean,
you can.
sure, but there's
Sure, nice, slow, really cook the stock down. Got to spend time. Spend a lot of time.
We were
with it.
talking a little bit about for you, you know, your love now and love affair, if I say, for what 3 or 4 years now in the New Orleans area,
been
but
4.5
also here in the
years,
South. Yeah. How you like being a chef down here in New Orleans?
Oh, I love it. I mean, from years ago when I was the chef at the Grand, I'd come over here and play with my kids when they were little, and really fell in love with the city. And the interesting was when I went to the Marco Island Marriott for years, and I would have my Zapp's chips and my olive salad in, and my boss would look at me and say, "What are you doing?" I went,
Right.
"Nah, you just don't understand all this goodness that was here."
And to the point, you know, because we got some time. What really makes New Orleans cooking different? I know you said we're New York. We talked about
Sure,
you know
West
coming
Coast.
from you know, and you've really seen it from East Coast, West Coast, now Third Coast.
Definitely.
How
you know what?
makes it unique?
The best way to say it, there's a love here. I can't. The passion is just amazing. That's here. You have an array of chefs from here to here, and all the different foods that are constantly being done, and the constant playing. I guess is I love to use that term. Is what's going on. It's great food all the time here, and it's all hard.
Thank you, Chef Mark, for what you're doing. For your helping support March of Dimes and putting such a great, how would I say, roster? You know,
I'll tell you what, we're going to eat well that night.
Now, how is the competition? Friendly here?
Sure,
you know?
very much so. Oh yeah, very friendly.
But it says like one wants to outdo the rest. You know, the next. I'm sure.
I think so. I think so. We're pretty excited. Last year we had Norman Love from the Norman Love confectionery with us, and he's going to come back this year with all these different truffles and just wonderful pastries.
One thing that happened from last year is that the chef that wanted to be here this year already told him because they knew he was going to be. Put me down for that. Yes. And one thing that I want to bring out to your attention is the change of time. We usually had this event on a Sunday, 3 weeks, you know, the Sunday before Thanksgiving. We have moved it up 3 weeks.
And then onto a Friday, okay.
November 4th.
So don't go there Sunday. Make sure we're going on
a
Friday, November 4th. Yes.
I want to let you know about the ticket prices
Sure,
and the
please.
sponsorship. The tickets are $150 per person or $300 per couple, but they have some sponsorships that we have, and they can call 836-2087.
Okay.
836-2087 at the March of Dimes for additional information. But we would love to have everybody there. It should be about 500 people eating and drinking and having a good time and auction.
And 10 plus chefs at that for $150. Where are you going to get a chance like that?
Never. This is the galore of eating and wonderful food and drink.
Nice thing about, go ahead.
We're not competing with Saints on Sunday.
Oh, there you go. They are.
Huge.
Don't worry about it.
That's huge.
And it's a Friday night. Real quickly, this year you're honoring Charlotte Brunel.
Yes.
That's going to be fantastic. What a great impact she has made.
She had made in the community, and she's a great supporter of the March of Dimes. She's on my board, and she had been an inspiration to me. She was really a mentor to me when I got to the board. And Charlie had done a lot of community service, and she deserved the Frida Lupin Award recognition this year.
That's awesome. And entertainment that'll be
Oh
available?
yes,
we have
a cocktail at 6:30, and we will have the Rex Sanders Jazz Trio, and then Out of the Blue for entertainment for the gala. And it's a black tie event.
And a good friend of mine, Camille Whitworth. At
Oh,
WDA,
yeah, she will be
there
the
as your MC.
yeah, absolutely.
I didn't get a call, but it's okay, Camille. You can do it. No, just kidding. No, it's going to be fantastic.
Hang out with us.
No, that's all. Why would I want to work when I could be, walking around? We got our table there. But
you better come and have a good time.
Just kidding, Camille. Let's let everybody know about the event and where it's going to be, and again, how you can participate. It's the now the Signature Chefs Gala, 6:30 p.m. Friday, November the 4th, at the beautiful New Orleans Marriott at 555 Canal Street. Tickets are $150 per person. Tables are $1,600 for seating for 10. And as well as, where are you going to get the value for $150 per person or a night for $300 a couple to get on out there? It's going to be fantastic. Check that website out at marchofdimes.com for more information on how you can get tickets and where ticket location. Is it basically a phone call?
Yeah, they can call to the 836-2087 as well.
Okay, the phone number 504-836-2087. 2087. And again, it's marchofdimes.com/Louisiana if you want to get to the specific site for the Louisiana March of Dimes. It's going to be a fantastic event. And again, the list of chefs are just phenomenal. Chef Andre Puzo, Chef Vincent
Catalonato.
I'll let you handle that one. Chef Michael Farrell, Chef Tenny Flynn, Justin Kennedy, Chad Panetto, Slade Rushing, and Vincent Russo, on to Steve Young, Chef Philip Chan, and of course Mark Quitney, who will be there as well. And it's going to be an absolutely amazing event, all for the March of Dimes.
Absolutely.
Great cause.
It's a great cause.
And what is the capacity?
500 minimum.
500. So once we hit the 500, you know, obviously tickets are going to go quickly.
Correct.
I hope so.
So we need to make sure we take advantage of that. And lastly, again, all of this is support the March of Dimes campaign, obviously to reduce the rate of premature births, birth defects, and other serious threats to babies' health. And what's an amazing statistic to me that just throws me out, out of my chair: more than 500,000 babies are born too soon every year.
Yeah,
And that seems like it's ever increasing. Does it
Yes,
seem?
it is.
You
Yeah,
know,
because
due to
younger-
circumstances, etc.
Well, younger women are having babies, and they're
Yes.
not going to doctors, and it's so many things.
And as you
going
said,
on.
193 of those babies are born each week in Louisiana.
Louisiana is one of
So
the highest.
It's huge. It's a huge
let's everybody at home do your part. Again, the March of Dimes event coming up, the Signature Chef's Gala, Friday, not Sunday, but Friday, November the 4th, 2011, 6:30 p.m. at the New Orleans Marriott. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Marla, and as well as Chef Mark, thank you much for
Thank
your
you.
passion and for your commitment to the March of Dimes. Great to have you. both
Appreciate
here.
it very much.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you very
Marla,
much,
thank you very
Brian.
much. All right, everybody, again, going out. It's going to be a great event on Friday, November the 4th. Thanks for watching this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time. Thanks.